This week, I set off on a quest to find out just how fancy public transport in America can get. From buses to trains and even boats, I'm finding out if public transport can really feel luxurious. But first, my journey begins in
sunny Florida, and I'm at a bus station, but not just any bus station, because this is Red Coach, and they claim to be a luxury version of Greyhound. I've travelled on Greyhound, it ain't luxury. Let's go and get a ride and we'll see what they're like.
So this is apparently where the luxury begins, a bus station on the outskirts of Orlando.
So this is the Red Coach station here in Orlando. They serve all sorts of destinations from the top to the bottom of Florida. Straight away, this is much nicer than a Greyhound station. It's leather seats that you can sit on that are quite comfy. They've got plug sockets and everything, and it's nice and quiet as well. Very pleasant experience. We're going to go on board in a minute for a 4-hour ride with these guys, and we'll see just what it's like.
Let's see what Red Coach has in store. Plush seats, Wi-Fi that actually works, or just Greyhound with lipstick? Well, let's get on board and find out.
They're welcome on board the Red Coach because it's called that because it's a Red Coach. Nothing to do with other websites that have the word red in their name. They are very, very different. Do not go Googling that, but it's pretty reasonable. You've got a bit of leg room just here. That's quite nice. I've put my bag down there. There is room up the top as well that you could put them in. There's like overhead lockers and things up there you can put stuff in. There's a nice little system of air vents and lights up above us. Very swish, very fancy, and the seats are actually pretty comfortable as well, which is quite nice. They're a lot nicer than the Greyhound, which is not hard to get, really. The other good thing about the Red Coach is it appears to come with a rate included as well.
Hi!
You wouldn't let me book you on Greyhound?
Absolutely not.
But you don't mind doing the luxury travel element of it?
Luxury?
This is very luxury compared to Greyhound.
Okay, I'll take your word for that.
We have got some luxury stuff coming up though, and well, as luxurious as Americans do public transport anyway over the next few days. So yeah, this is going to be a fun little adventure, but for now, we've got 4 hours on this thing, all the way down to Miami, baby.
So finally then, we are off, fashionably late of course. 4 hours of luxury coach life ahead, maybe. Let's get on the road.
40 minutes late, we are on the road out of Orlando. It's not Greyhound, but we had a Greyhound related issue. The driver didn't turn up for work because his car had broken down. Not a good start for somebody who's a driver, but in any case, we are saying goodbye to Orlando now. We've got about a 4-hour run all the way down the appendage of Florida.
And so with 4 hours to kill, I settled in, admire the decor, check the scenery and smash out a bit of work, and of course prepare myself for the ultimate test of any luxury bus.
It's time for the Noel Phillips Lou Review.
Alright then, the Lou Review on the bus, the luxury bus, and this is what we're working with. We have Le Bog. We have a please flush the toilet. We didn't have a sink or anything to wash your hands afterwards, but it does have a loo with a view. It's a frosted window, so that's nice. Mirror, hand sanitizer, that's pretty much it. Trash can there, and that's it. Please keep the bathroom clean, and there's a bin bag there to put your trash in, and a nice air freshener just up here in case you make a stink. And honestly, as bus loos go, it's a bus loo. Probably the nicest bus loo that I've been in before. It's a little bit bumpy. It's nicer than the Greyhound. Definitely nicer than the one in South America as well. But anyway, this is the most luxurious bus loo in the whole of America.
That was the Noel Phillips Lou Review.
Okay, so luxury might be a bit of a strong word. By hour 3, I was questioning my life choices, but at least the air freshener in the bathroom held up, and somehow, after several hours rumbling down the highway, we made it to Miami. And considering this leg of the journey only cost me $56 a head, I don't think it's bad value for money either.
Oh, we're just pulling into Miami Airport. 4 hours later, is it? Something like that. I'm looking forward to getting off and stretching my legs, I have to say. Alright then, that was Red Coach, America's most luxurious bus ride. What did you reckon, Rach? How was the luxury on that?
Well, if you compare it to the Greyhound, it probably is very luxurious.
Very luxurious.
But it ain't luxurious.
Well, if you want luxury, Rachel, I'm going to show you luxury because we've got an even more luxurious experience
What now?
on the way from here in Miami. It's a train. This is Miami Amtrak station, home of the Floridian. Usually it goes up to New York, but they're doing some work to the station up in New York. So for a period of time, there's this new train that goes from here in Miami all the way up to Chicago via Washington, D.C. 2 nights on a train, and we're doing it on the most luxurious train in the whole of America. I'm really hoping that Rach enjoys it because, honestly, I think we need to do something to up the game after that bus ride last night.
Everything seemed calm, but then the shouting began.
Good morning. Good morning. All right. We sound right. Coach, passengers, Tampa only. Tampa only. Single file line. Right here, folks. Tampa.
Sleepers, bedroom,
Thank you.
code number 5. Sleeper car right here. Just let her know what car and room.
Thank you.
Oh, there it is.
Hey
right
there.
here. Look what
We're
is
in
it?
4010.
This way, room 4.
All right, thank you.
Oh, thank you so much.
And then
So we're down this way.
there we go. All right then, welcome on board the most luxurious train in the whole of America. This is the Amtrak first class room, a room that has cost us several $1,000s for this. So what do we get for our several $1,000s? Well, we get a Rach. We get a bed that has a uppy bit and a downy bit. We have some of the filthiest windows I've ever seen on a train. Kind of goes with the rest of the theme, really. This is the kind of whole setup here. We've got a sink. We've got a sink with power and everything around it and all sorts of stuff. We've got some luggage up there. What's in here? Bit of bog roll. A flannel. Yeah, it's all sticky. And then we've got the pièce de résistance, which I will go through in a bit. We're going to do a loo review later, but there is our own private loo with a shower in there. We'll go through that later. I'm not holding my hopes up for what it's like. We'll keep that surprise for later. Anyway, 2 days we've got on this train.
Yay.
We're going all the way to Chicago. 2 nights, 2 days. There's a smell as well. It stinks. Okay. I'm sure that, look, this is the most expensive, the most luxurious train in the whole of America. I'm sure that this is going to be all right. I'm sure it'll be nice, Rach. Tell me it's going to get better. You've been on Amtrak before, haven't you? Oh, lordy, lordy. Right. Let's go to Chicago.
As we glide majestically out of Miami, let's take a quick look around the luxury we paid several $1,000s for. Florida's beautiful scenery, best viewed through what I assume is a layer of biofilm, windowsills with enough life growing on them to qualify for Amtrak frequent traveller status, and a sink that may or may not be sentient.
The lunch service has arrived, and you get a gourmet room service here on the Amtrak. This is lunch. It's like a takeaway dinner. It's like somebody said, just eat, isn't it?
Okay, so here are the drinks.
Here are the drinks. Wow, we've got Cokes, we've got ginger ales for some reason. Why have we got ginger ale as well?
I'm not quite sure.
Here's the drinks.
Oh no, yours is good.
Oh, look. Oh, it even comes on a plate. That's a burger. Nice. That's me burger. What have you gone for? The chicken Caesar salad?
Yeah.
Nice.
And you've got some mayo and some mustard.
I'm not going to put it down on this table because the table is grim. There needs to be something between the food and the table. I've put the drinks there, and I could put the menu on there, but then the menu's going to get all grimy as well. This is grim. But we do get a gourmet meal, so that's good. I'm going to eat it on my lap. Oh, look at the...
Nice.
Yours is quite nice, actually. That looks quite decent. You got a hair. Oh, ew.
It's not even mine.
Oh. You're going to eat that anyway?
Yeah, I just
And there's another one there, look. Oh, gosh. And mine's got some soggy looking, very sad looking salad and a burger. I'm actually feeling queasy looking at this. Shall we give it a go? It's soggy on the bottom. It's got a sucky bottom. What? It doesn't taste too bad. I'm not going to trust the salad though. Time will tell in about 8 to 12 hours time.
After a gourmet meal and several more hours of luxury, it was time to explore what may become my home for the rest of this trip thanks to that burger.
It's time for the Noel Phillips Lou Review.
Alright, so the Amtrak first class deluxe uber luxurious room comes with something that a lot of trains don't. You get an ensuite bathroom, a luxury ensuite bathroom in your room. Are we ready for this? I've not been in there yet. Have you been in yet?
No, I've not been in yet.
Right, let's have a look. Shall we do this together? I'm going in, Rach.
Take care.
Oh. Okay, so this is the loo. There is whatever that is all over the floor. Oh, this stinks. Oh gosh, this reeks horrible. Man alive. And then you've got your shower tray down here. And the shower is over the loo. But, I mean, oh my goodness, man alive, that is rank. I hope they don't have smelly vision. It's not very good at all. There's... This is rank. This is not very nice. Might leave it until we get off the train before having a shower, Rich, because I do not fancy stepping into there with nothing on my feet.
That was the Noel Phillips Lou Review.
After a scenic tour of rusting towns and swampland, our 5-star express limps heroically into Tampa, only marginally behind schedule. Time to sample what Amtrak calls dinner.
Alright, we've stopped in Tampa. That was Tampa, wasn't it? Anyway, we're going to go and get some dinner. We have a reservation for our luxury dinner, don't we? Hi there. Yeah, we're... Yeah, okay. Thank you. Alright, so you ready for your uber luxurious 5-star Amtrak dinner?
Here's hoping.
It looks nice. It looks pretty. And it's clean.
Yes.
Slightly cleaner than the room, so we might have a nice experience. Will you get any hair in your dinner tonight? I mean, it's a steak, so we're having the steak, so we'll see if we get any hairs in it. We'll see, but hopefully not. We've had one on the table which we've moved, but hopefully that's our sole hair for tonight.
You're supposed to be being positive about it.
I'm being very positive. It will be a hairless dinner, just be as hairless as me. So of course the best thing you've got to go for on Amtrak is the signature steak, which is actually quite nice. It's on a plastic plate, but you can't have everything. How is yours?
I don't know. I'll try it yet.
We had to wait ages because Rach likes her steak like boot leather, so...
Any more criticisms?
I'm sure I think of some. That's actually not that bad, really. It's quite nice.
No.
How's yours?
It's really nice, but I didn't rip into mine like a caveman.
Your steak you've got to. I've been sat on this train for absolutely hours now, and honestly time is moving slower than this train carriage, which, lucky for me, gives me a great chance to appreciate this absolute beauty on my wrist. This is the open horizon from today's sponsor, Holzkern, a watch and jewellery brand from the beautiful city of Vienna in Austria. Yeah, that's right, the country that brought you Red Bull and Schnitzel is also home now to my new favourite timepiece. Honestly, I've always found buying gifts for people pretty hard, especially for the people that have already got everything and you can't think of what to buy for. The Holzkern have absolutely nailed the kind of thing that makes you go, whoa, that's really cool. Everything they make is handcrafted from natural materials like wood or stone, so each piece is totally unique. This watch has got a real pilot-inspired vibe too, which for someone who spends half his life on planes is right up my street. They also sent me this, the Operations Bandlet, which is made from red jasper and stainless steel. It's inspired by loyalty and perseverance, which honestly, given this train ride I'm on right now, feels right up my street. It's part Star Trek and part style, and also ridiculously cool. What I love is that Holzkern is a family business. They produce everything in small batches and they're super eco-friendly too. Plus they ship worldwide from Vienna in just 2 to 5 days with all the customs fees included. They've got incredible gifts for men and women as well, so if you're after something for your other half as well, check them out because they've got some beautiful stuff on the website. Holzkern offer free worldwide shipping from Vienna, and if you're in the US, don't worry, they've handled any issues with tariffs
behind the scenes. Your order will show up within 5 to 9 business days with no unexpected drama. Don't forget to use my discount code Noel, N-O-E-L, to save 15% off at checkout on all of your purchases site-wide. If you're looking for a gift that's thoughtful, stylish, and guaranteed not to smell like this train cabin, then, well, check out Holzkern. The link's in the description and the pinned comment down below. Oh, and also let me know which one you'd pick, the Open Horizon if you're going for the pilot vibes, or the Operations if you're trying to channel your inner Starfleet. Right, back to surviving this glamorous train ride. Alright then, it is time for bed. I've got my United Polaris jammies on and my nice Noel Phillips eye mask available in the merch store. How many have we got left, Rach?
Oh, we've got a few left.
And full left. But in any case, I managed to climb up into bed because the bed basically folds down and it's really high level. This is my bed. If I'm not careful, them suitcases are going to come flying at my head in the middle of the night, the way there's things rattling around. And there is no power up here whatsoever. So I've had to plug my battery pack in to charge my phone up here because the power, there's one socket in the whole room, which is right down there in that corner. But yeah, how are you doing down there? Ain't you comfy in your big double bed?
Yeah, I will be.
Yeah, you all ready? Oh, flipping out. This is, and the grime, I'm not kidding you, I pulled this bed down. The grime on everything you touch in this room is unreal. I mean, look at that light up there, it's hanging off the roof, look. Isn't that crazy? You see that? It's just sort of hanging. This is unreal. But we've got we've got 2 nights on this thing. But we've got at least 1 night. I don't know if we're going to last for 2, Rach, do you? Shall we see how we feel in the morning?
Yeah, let's go.
Because this is, I've got a feeling this is not going to be a good night. The way everything's rattling, I've got a feeling this is not going to be a good night. This is, yeah, pretty rough. We'll figure it out in the morning. Anyway, I'm going to try and get some sleep, and I'll see you in the morning. Good night. The next morning, I woke up somewhere in North Carolina, feeling like I'd been tumble-dried in my sleep.
Good morning. That is the worst night's sleep I've had in a long time. It's just starting to get light now and I'm giving up. We're in North Carolina somewhere, but the whole night just being thrown around like we're in a washing machine. I ache from head to toe. Got like intermittent spurts of a couple of hours sleep at a time. That was really not handy.
A little later on, and after some breakfast, a good scrub, and an unhealthy amount of dirt for a single wet wipe, we'd made a decision. Right, we've had breakfast, we've come back to the room, we've sanitised, cleaned it again. There's not enough cleaning for this room, really, but anyway, we've had breakfast, and I can't spend another night in here. I don't know about you, Rach.
Please, no. I'm trying to be
This is-
positive. I really am trying to be positive. But my spine feels like it's crinkled and I'm 3 foot shorter. I usually love the Amtrak and will big them up so much, but I am struggling with this one.
Yeah, I agree. This is just, it's grim and it's painful and it's uncomfortable. And I've travelled Amtrak so many times and they've been decent, and it's gone downhill so much. Honestly, I think we need to get off somewhere in between. We're arriving to DC this afternoon, so I'm thinking we might just jump ship in DC and spend the night there. What do you reckon?
Please.
See if I can get a hotel and we can get to Chicago, our final destination, in the morning then, hopefully with a better night's sleep. And so, with the grime still fresh on our hands and our spines permanently misaligned, we rolled into the capital, past Air Force bases, suburbs and signs of civilization, a glimmer of hope. And just like that, we were done. Right, freedom, finally. We've bailed at DC. Where do we get off? Where do we get out here? We've escaped early. Well, I'll say early, we're still 2 hours late, but we've escaped off the train in DC, and we're going to spend the night here because it's actually going to save us a lot of money. We're going to pay like half the price to get a decent hotel tonight,
And then tomorrow morning, get a first-class flight across to Chicago. We're bailing rage, aren't we? But you know what? I'd rather be in a nice, clean hotel room than on this thing, because this thing is the pits. I think this is about the most luxurious place that we've been to so far, isn't it?
Oh, look, just see it as an adventure now.
It is, though. It's nothing but an adventure. Right, we've escaped in DC. Let's go and get to our hotel, get clean, and then recombobulate. What do you reckon?
Yeah.
And so we abandoned the train, fled to freedom, and checked into somewhere that didn't require a tetanus shot on entry.
So we ended up staying the night here in one of Washington DC's most exclusive hotels. We had a couple of amazing massages last night, and we've booked a ticket onto Chicago in first class on lie flat beds, and somehow it still worked out cheaper than the train. So now we're going to head across to the airport and continue on to Chicago to try the next mode of luxurious American public transportation.
In a shocking turn of events, things actually got comfortable. A real bed, a hot shower, and now a lie-flat seat, champagne, and a civilised ride to Chicago. Turns out escaping the train may have been the best decision we made all trip.
Right, we arrived into Chicago in a bit more style than we arrived into DC. So let's continue this little adventure, and to get us across to our hotel, I have booked the most luxurious form of Uber that there is. Okay. All right, so Omar is on his way in an Uber black SUV. It's going to be so I imagine that what we're looking for is a black SUV. So let's go across to the ride share at Chicago Airport and see what the fanciest Uber that you can get is. And it's quite a bit more than the regular Uber, so I'm hoping that it's going to be a nice ride.
I'm excited.
I'm excited. Let's see what Omar's car. Come on, Omar, don't let us down.
Now, normally I'd just grab a taxi or a regular Uber X, but after 2 days of bouncing around on a glorified bunk bed on wheels, we were feeling fancy. For just a little more than a yellow cab, we got water, mints, our own climate control, and a ride so smooth I briefly forgot about the bed springs embedded in my spine. At this point, we were officially committed to arriving into Chicago in style, although the traffic and this sign had other ideas.
So welcome to the Waldorf Astoria Hotel here in Chicago. Look at this view from my balcony, but hey, you thought that was a luxurious mode of transport to get from the airport to here? Well, you ain't seen nothing yet, because we are about to take another trip in another vehicle, being very American there, across Chicago, and this one I think is going to be a little bit more luxurious than even that Uber Black. So let's go and jump on board and we'll go and see what it's like. Oh, that'll be him.
Now look, I know what you're thinking, this isn't exactly public transport, but when you're this far off the rails, you might as well go full stretch. And honestly, after that train ride, this somehow felt a little bit less ridiculous.
Very much. After you,
Yeah, I got like drinks for you guys, whatever you
awesome.
want.
Thank you very much. Thank you. I'll slide in as well. There
Yeah,
we
whatever
go.
you guys want, it's all yours.
Yeah, amazing. Thank you. Oh, there is wine in there.
You can Bluetooth your phone for music here also with
Oh,
your radio.
perfect.
The instructions are there, the Bluetooth.
Let's get me belt on. This is technically public transport. I booked it through an app and it's available to the public, and the driver's a licensed driver as well. So I think technically this is public transport, Rach.
Yeah, I'm not getting
It
involved
is.
in that whole thing.
Technically, we live with this channel. We live on technicalities, and this is a technicality of the highest order. We are off for dinner, baby, and we've got an entire 26-foot limo to ourselves. We've got all the wine and beer and prosecco that we can drink in, and soda. I don't drink soda on this channel, Rachel.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You've even bought your own bottle of bubbly, haven't you? Because we didn't think they'd have any in the car, but they have. So we're good. We're going to sit and chill. We're going to have a little look around the sights of Chicago in our pretty nice little ride. Alright then, so far on this trip then, we have done buses, we have done trains, we have done planes even,
Yes.
on a ground-based trip. And we've also done vehicles, numerous vehicles as well. There's one mode of transport though that we haven't done yet, and that's what we're going to do tonight, because the one mode that we haven't done yet is a boat.
A boat.
A boat. And that's it. It's called the Spirit of Chicago. It's the most luxurious boat in the whole of this harbour, because it's the only one that's here. So we're going to be getting on board it and having a look and seeing what it's like. So this is the Spirit of Chicago, a boat that takes you on a nice little cruise around the Chicago area. It is a luxury cruise, apparently, without even leaving the city of Chicago. And it's where I've brought Rachel for a little romantic meal tonight, and I'm hoping that she enjoys it. So let's go and get on board and we'll find out what it's like. Thank you.
Oh, welcome aboard.
Right here.
Amazing, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Can we go backwards? Well, here we go then, on board the Spirit of St. Louis. No, we're not in St. Louis. The Spirit of Chicago. The big Bert, a luxury boat. This is apparently, and then we've gone all out here. We've got little rose petals and things like that. Are you a fan, Rachel?
Oh, this is really nice.
Hopefully you will enjoy. We're going to have a little, I think it goes out on the lake or something, and around Chicago, and gives us a little tour of Chicago, so it'll be nice, and we'll have a nice evening here.
Sure, it's cheesy, it's touristy, but when the skyline lights up and the lake turns to glass, well, it turns out that none of that matters. Because at the end of the day, it's moments like these that remind me why we keep doing ridiculous things like this.
Here we are then. Over the last 3 days, we've taken luxury buses, we've taken trains, we've taken ridiculous limos, but honestly, I think we've peaked right here on Lake Michigan. What an absolutely amazing few days this has been. Can you do luxury transport in America? Well, yes, probably, but you might have to take a plane for it or come out here on a boat. But anyway, in the meantime, thank you so much for watching. Take care. Cheers, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.